Hello everybody, my name is King Jackal, and today I wanted to be covering the American medium tank line, starting from Tier 5, and I just wanted to give you some pointers, just some things to look out for, so that you could improve your gameplay and become a better player in the world of Tanks Blitz game. Now, whether you play on Steam, on PC, on tablet, or on your phone, it's all the same. It's a wonderful fucking game, but let's get to the meat of it. As a medium tank, what are your responsibilities? What are your roles that you need to play on the battlefield? Well, you need to play smart. That's the fucking crux of it. You have to play smart. As a medium tank, you have to be flexible. You have to be really good at flanking. You have a lot more mobility than that of a heavy tank, but yet you're not as mobile as a light tank. So you can kind of do both duties. I mean, you can do some light spotting in the medium tanks, but most of what you're going to be doing is flexing around, flanking corners, basically just a lot of doing of cleanup crew. You have to know, how to really rein in that aggression that you can actually have playing medium tank. Sometimes as a medium tank driver, especially in the American branch, if you're overzealous, you will get fucking deleted so fast. So learn the strengths of your tank. I mean, one of the main things in the American line, all American tanks, with the exception of, I believe the light tanks, but, the mediums and the heavies, mostly have really strong turret mantlets, have really strong turret fronts. So long as you can go hold down in these tanks, you're pretty much set. But you also want to exploit the weaknesses in the enemy team. Basically go in, fuck them up, here and there. Don't go in there like one lone tank against 5 all at once and expect to come out on top unless you really know what you're doing. But learn how to really just separate out your opponents, really take advantage of weaknesses, and pack hunt. Now, one of the things as a medium tank, you have to be the jack of all trades. You have to be able to do well in most roles. Some major skills you're going to want to learn, especially in the medium tanks, is the art of the shoot and scoot. What I mean by that is basically don't stay in one place for too long or longer than you need to. If you're in a really strong position, well, yeah, abuse the fuck out of that position, but know when the hell you need to move. Because a medium tank that is still is like a freaking... What's the best analogy I can give? A medium tank that sits still is about as good as an AFK player. Yeah, you might get a good couple of sneaky shots off, but you're not really doing anything in the battle. You're not doing anything worthwhile. Another thing, as you're seeing right here, learn how to pack hunt. I mean, really, really use numbers, especially when driving a medium tank. Don't be afraid to see, hey, if some of the guys on my team are moving, I might as well try to move to support. Doesn't mean you need to be right there in the thick of it, but try to support your team the best way you can. Again, just effective use of your mobility. You are a more mobile vehicle overall. Use that mobility. Use that pack hunter mentality. Get up close if you need to, and fucking do some knife fighting if you absolutely have to. I mean, the best American tanks for that being, the Sherman family of tanks, because not only do you have decent mobility, but you have a very quick firing gun to really do the dirty work, especially when it comes to that up close and personal. Another thing you're going to really want to work on, especially in medium tanks, it's the shot placement. You don't have the biggest guns in the game. I mean, you have decent guns that is able to deal with most of every enemy target you're going to come across. But a lot of what you're going to have to do, especially since against some really heavily armored targets, is really work on that shot placement. Exploit the weak spots in the armor on most heavy tanks and some really heavily armored tank destroyers. Work on your shot placement. Work on how you shoot, how accurately you shoot. Now you notice, even though I'm moving here in and out, I'm always aiming in mainly before I take some shots. If I don't, that's because I'm confident that my shot's going to go where it needs to go. But I really, really, really harp on myself, especially when it comes to shot placement, because you want to be able to take down a target and quick, because you don't have the armor or the hit points to really brawl it out. You might be able to get 1 or 2 trades in, but you're not really going to be brawling. Another thing you're going to have to work on, this goes side and side with your shot placement. Knowing when to use premium ammunition. Well, back when it was still premium, but like gold ammo, or the frickin', essentially like your APCR, your HESH, your heat. Learn when to use that, and when it's appropriate. Because, well, let's say there's only one tank left on the enemy team, and it's a light tank. Should you really be using heat? Not really. Again, effective use. Another thing you're going to have to work on, it's effective use of cover. Go from cover to cover. Try to, make sure that you're a hard target to hit. Make yourself a very difficult target to hit for the enemy opponents. Change your role when needed. That's another thing you're going to really need to learn. It's when you need to be, in the back sniper, or when you need to be up front, up close and personal. Now, this game right here is a really good show of what you can really do in a medium tank if you really push it. It's got a good blend of being of that up close and personal aggression when needed. It's constant movement. You got decent shot placement. Well, I'm actually getting lucky with a few of these shots here anyway, but like I said, unless I actually know for a fact that my shot's going to go where I need it to go, I really almost always aim my shots. Now, the other thing is, too, look, effective use of cover right here. Using my cover, trying to take a sneaky shot. Now, auto-aim kind of fucked me up over there because it was auto-aiming on the Panzer IV-G, and I was trying to go after that VK, but whatever. Auto-aim does some weird shit sometimes. Doesn't fucking matter. Both these tanks are about to be fucking deleted anyway. But another thing you really have to work on, too, it's denial of power positions. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean as a medium tank? Well, if you have any source of knowledge on the maps in the game, you know where the power positions are on the map. You know where to go when you really need to do the business. Because, well, without those power positions really being in play, you really can't do a lot of the good stuff that you need to do in a medium tank. Now, the other thing you have to learn here, now look what I'm doing here. This right here, I'm sitting here trying to bait a shot. This is called peek-a-booming, or, pop out, shoot, move back. Now, what I'm trying to do is force him to shoot, waiting for my gun to reload, popping out of cover just enough to get my shot off, going back into cover. Now, this game, I'm not gonna lie. This game, it's definitely a good game to really show off the capabilities of a medium tank. But it's also a good game to show you what happens if you get overzealous and cocky. Because that can definitely happen. You'll see here really, really soon what I mean. So we're going to come around this flank over here. Notice that there's a T1 heavy over there. There's a Churchill. And I believe another tank. You'll probably see him later. But I come around here like, okay, well, there's another tank on my team. I got a heavy tank. So long as he takes care of that other flank, I should be fine, right? So I'm going to come over here, work on this flank, and pop out, clear out the Churchill. And, great. He's out the fight. He's out the game. That's one less gun that's going to go bother our heavy tank. And our heavy tank over there is doing some really nasty trades. Full health T1 heavy. Probably just got into the fight. Or if he hasn't, I haven't really seen him up until this point in the game. But he's not really doing anything right. He's going on me side on. He's giving me free shots, but I'm trading damage with him, which I really shouldn't be doing. But fuck, if I didn't take that damage, I could have dealt with this tank a hell of a lot easier. Look at this. Now, I'm just baiting shots, or at least trying to, but I'm not gonna lie, I got a little cocky. Watch this. Fucking track him, go back into cover, waiting for my gun to reload, trying to bait him to shoot, inch out. I was at the point of health to where, you could just sneeze on me and I was gonna die. But that's one thing about the Shermans in particular as well. You got that rapid fire gun, so you tend to get yourself in a little bit more trouble than you need to. But fuck, got the high caliber, got the top gun out of that game at tier 6. That was probably one of the best games I've actually had in that Sherman tank in a long time. Now, here's another game that I think really, really goes to show, what you need to do, especially in these medium tanks, especially in the American medium tanks. It's using your gun depression. Because American medium tanks generally tend to have some of the best gun depression in the game. Upwards, the Shermans have, up to negative 12 degrees gun depression. Negative 12 degrees. That is a huge amount of gun depression. You can really work ridge lines and hills in those things. And it's fucking incredible. Later on, once you get to the T20 and you get to the M26, you get about 10 degrees. Because, well, you're not sitting about as high up, but you can really still work those ridge lines with just that 10 degree gun depression. It's incredible the amount of shit you can do in a gun depression medium. And it's fucking insane. Now, I thought I was going to come over here, clear him. Nah, he got taken out. But from this point, this is probably one of the best positions on this map, so long as your team controls center, or has some semblance of control of center, and no tanks are forcing their way down in the middle. You can get really sneaky shots off on any tank going across the way. I'm not really sinking shots into him, but he's a dangerous target and I want to take him out. But because I can't really pen him right now, I'm going to come out, focus on that other heavy tank coming down this direction. Just kind of look for opportunity shots. Take him out the fight. Just back and forth, kind of this song and dance. Well, I'm in a really good position. I really don't need to move that much right now. But I'm going to take shots of opportunity wherever the fuck I can, cover my flank whenever I can, and really help my team. Because one of the things that you're also really, really responsible for in a medium tank is you kind of have this pack hunter mentality. And by that, you're really responsible for making sure that your team is able to take out targets. That's your job. You're helping your team take out targets. You might not be the one killing the targets, but you're the one doing brunt force of damage where needed, just enough to help take guns out of the fight. The heavy tanks are really the ones that are really going to be doing a lot of the main damage. You're essentially a cleanup crew. You're the ones taking out stragglers. You're the ones trying to defend against flanks. You're trying to defend your main heavy tanks from getting flanked in the side and getting circle of death. That is kind of your job. So your main focus is to fight other medium tanks, to fuck up light tanks, and turretless TDs are a fun target. Now, here's another good gameplay in the T20. Now, the thing is, back in the day, I used to really hate the T20. I fucking despised it because I tried to play it like a Sherman instead of really what it needed to be, which was a sneaky, low-slunk, long-range medium tank. And that's what this thing is really good for. Fighting at range, fighting behind hills, using that gun depression. And it wasn't until I started playing higher tiers, like tier 8, tier 9, tier 10, that I really started clicking with me. Oh shit, this was the tank to train me for those higher tiers, to get me used to that hill fighting gameplay that is a mainstay in the American tank line. That's just the American tanks in general. It's using that gun depression, abusing it, really working those ridge lines, getting into good cover. You know, without those staples, American tanks really wouldn't make it that far in this game. I mean, they have really good guns. Don't get me wrong, I can pull off some pretty fucking amazing, incredible shots, you know, if they can actually hit the weak points of tanks. But, you know, sometimes like the fucking shot magnetism, it pulls it towards the red instead of where you're actually aiming, but that's whatever. But the main thing is learning to fight at range, and especially one of the things in medium tanks. Why do at 10 meters what you can do at 300 meters? Let that sink in. Why do at 10 meters what you can do at 300? You don't have to be in the thick of it to be successful in a medium tank, because you're really just supporting your team. You're really not going to be like the front line, but you're going to be the guy behind the fucking scenes really doing the dirty work on the sides. I mean, look at this. He's fucking oblivious. I'm sitting up here in a really good position on this map. This is probably one of my favorite positions on this map. You know, because if any tank goes right there, you get these really nasty keyhole shots between the train and the cars. I mean, look at this shit. This is fucking insane. You know, he's going to come around. I'm going to get a real quick shot off. And everybody makes the same mistake with that train. Oh, I'm going to hide behind the train. He can't hit me. You're going to see very, very quickly that is not the case. That'll never be the case. Especially if you have a good gun and you're hiding behind the hill up here. I'm not in a KV-2. I'm not going to hit the train. I'm going to hit you. Especially if I can get some really sneaky shots off like that. You know, Jagdpanzer 4. Going between train cars. Hitting you right between the empty spots. I mean, look at this keyhole shot right here. Just threading the needle, hitting my target. Now, he's probably sitting there thinking to himself, what the fuck? How the hell? Well, guess what? I mean, that one bounced, but, you know, my gun's going to reload any second now. Going to get that kill. And at this point, I just realized, well, fuck, most of my team's gone. Now I'm trading hit points with this medium tank over here, which I really don't want to be doing. And I'm just waiting for him to come out. Now, it's at this moment it dawned on me, oh shit, there's only one other tank left. And, well, now he's gone. Crap. It's me versus 4 of them. Well, fuck. Well, let me get some space between me and those other 3 nasties over there. You know, hop behind this hill, take the shot to clear him, get some more distance. Because the more distance I can get, the better I'm going to wind up fighting. But the problem is, I have nobody spotting for me, so I have to spot for myself. And the problem in this medium tank in particular is if I can see them, they're probably able to see me. And if they're able to see me, they're able to shoot me. And if they're able to shoot me, I'm probably going to be dead. So this Tiger comes out over here. Now, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking here. You'll see in a minute. He goes side on. He goes side on. And I'm just getting free shots all day on him. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I'm just getting free shots on him all day, every day. Cleaning him up. Clearing him out. I am so sorry. I got a bit of a cough. Don't know why. But I clear him out, and I'm already trading points with the KV-3. And I'm trying to, and he clears me. There was no fixing that. Now here we go, getting into a Tier 8 game with the M26 Pershing. Now here's the thing about the M26 Pershing. Everything the T-20 did well, this tank does better. As well as getting some damn good DPM for Tier 8, because thank God. Because, you know, If this didn't have great BPM at this tier, you know, I'd be about as good as Swiss cheese. But we're going to kind of push this flank over here because the thing that I really want to press home, especially in medium tanks, it's this pack hunting mentality. Don't fly alone if you don't have to. Follow your team where you need to go. And really do the fucking business. I'm going to get a clean shot off on him, and I think that's the last hit I'm going to get on this kid. But I'm going to try and move wherever I can. Try and get whatever shots I can before, you know, auto-aim tries to fuck me up. Now, the only reason I have auto-aim on is so that I can circle. That, like, circle strafe on motherfuckers makes it easier. But, you know, I'm going to kind of just let this be. So I'm going to push up over here, get late again, going cover to cover. Taking opportune shots wherever I'm able to, and really just being a ruckus over here. I think that's really it. I'm just going to cause problems for my enemy team, and just be a nuisance. Because here's the thing: when in doubt, don't trade it out. Don't make stupid trades. Play smarter, not harder. That's the thing you have to do in these medium tanks. You're not a heavy. You're not supposed to be trading damage if you don't have to. Fight at range if you need to. You don't gotta be up close and in the fight. Yes, it makes it more exciting, but just play smart. So we clear out the Luva. And, you know, try and sneak shots wherever able, you know, trying to clean up what's left. And that's the other thing. Your cleanup crew. That's the other thing you really have to have hit home. You're the cleanup crew for the tank, like for everybody on your team. Try and stick with somebody and make them like your fucking buddy. Stick to them like fucking glue and do whatever you need to do. Now, unfortunately, I wish I could have cleared this KV4 on my own. As a matter of fact, that one shot that, you know, I bounced was absolute bullshit. But, you know, can't have them all. And here's another game in the T24, not T24, T26, or M26, whatever the fuck it is. The Pershing. And, again, I'm going to show you some fucking amazing goddamn gameplay. Really get stuck into it. Now, one of the things, especially on this map, is that it's overdone, overzealous, and overbooked. See that flank I just turned away from? That's the flank most people go down. And everybody's like, no, I want to go this way. It's like, okay, great. But the first thought that's going through my head is, well, we're all going to die. Yeah. We're going to get hashtag wrecked, but you know what? I'm going to follow my team so that I don't accidentally run into the entirety of their team alone. Because it's happened before. Don't believe me? Trust me. It happens all the time on Rockfield. So, I'm taking the opportunity because there's two tanks in the town over here. You got the fucking Defender over there, and you got the Spähpanzer 1C. Well, Spähpanzer 1C is getting, well, fucking wrecked. So, take the gun out of the fight, move forward. Now, I'm going to try and get on the other side of this Defender over here, really give him what for, try and get around him without overexposing. Fucking hard break, reverse, turn my goddamn armor around to face front, and then I come around and I notice he doesn't pay me any fucking attention. Like, I'm right here, buddy. I'm your biggest threat. I'm just sitting right here in the open, in front of you. And you can't even... Wow. Some people, I swear. And then from here, it really goes back into the mentality of just clean up. take kills where you need to, but just be careful about it. So you got 1 and 2 Tiger 2s on the enemy team. And we have this IS-3 over here. Well, fuck. IS-3 is getting hit. I'm going to try and clear out the IS-3 while I'm back here. It's just getting into place. You know, using my mobility. Really sticking in and out of cover. You know, get 1 good shot off. Nastily low roll. He gets cleared. I move forward. And all that's left over there is that T-69. I get stopped by this building in front of me, which was a pain in the ass. Try and sneak a quick shot off wherever I can. Up, slightly. Up, nope, no. Didn't get the shot. Didn't get the kill. Fuck. Well, you don't win them all. Now, this is probably one of my favorite games that I think I've ever had in the patent. Not because I did amazingly well, no. Just because of how quickly shit went pear-shaped. Like, that's like honestly the best way I can say. It's like just how quickly shit went pear-shaped for the enemy team. So I start off in my favorite spot on mines in a medium tank, especially when I want to fight at range, especially in the patent. This is literally like my favorite spot because, you know, you get some really decent shots right down like the heavy lane, and then, you know, you can peek out and work on the hill and really get shit done. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to see what shots I can get off, you know, kind of go in and out of cover, see where I can shoot from, look for an interesting angle to fire from. Nothing. Okay, this is boring. What is a guy in a medium tank to do? This is boring. I don't have shots on him. I don't have shots on that E50. Fuck it. I'm going hunting. So, I'm going to use my mobility. It's like, nope, not going to charge straight up the hill. Fuck that. There's a tank destroyer up there. No, fuck that. Going to flank around, using around the base of this hill. And somehow, strangely enough, I don't get proximity spotted. I don't know how the fuck I didn't. Because, you know, there's an E50 on the fucking hill. How could he not proximity spot me at this point? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to take the free fucking money. Come around. Quick shot. Back up just a second. Make sure. Up. Now I'm spotted. Come up and around. E50's up here. I'm going to charge at him because, you know what? Fuck it. At this point, it's just for the lulz. Come up. Quick shot. Fuck. Wish I cleared his ass. Fuck it, it is what it is. Rheinmetall Borsig over there. Not able to shoot me. Fucking incredible. He gets taken out. The Borsig's about to get taken out. And now it's just this leopard. Watch this shot. Sliding shot down. Take the fucking trade. Now, one thing that wound up actually happening, the guy that was driving that tank, we wound up platooning together, like, the night that I played that game. Fucking incredible player. I wish I could have played with him a little bit more. But, you know, responsibilities and shit, but that's neither here nor there. Now, the last game I have for you guys today is an M48 Patton gameplay. Now, the Patton, lovely fucking tank. Works really well in a hold-down position. You know, get it stuck in, get it up close, get it in a knife fighting range if you need to, but don't always go knife fighting. You're going to lose 9 times out of 10, especially if you don't have a competent team. If you don't have a competent team, don't get brave. That's the best thing I can tell you, especially in Tier 10. Don't try to be brave if you don't have a team that's going to back your crazy ass up. You know, I'm going to take a real quick shot on him. Back down. Come back over. And no free shots. No free shots. Wonderful. Fuck it. Okay, bounce. Okay. he might get him. No, I'm charging in. Fuck this. And, you know, Sheridan's pretty much thinking to himself, screw you guys, I'm going home. Or at least he's trying to flank. And the Centurion over here, I don't think he's getting the point. I hit him again with another shot. He's like, fuck this. I'm going to go deal with the Patton, not take a Sheridan up the poop chute, and come around, and he bounces off the rear of my tank. I don't know how the hell do you do that, especially when you're trying to shoot the ass of an American tank. I make a mistake. I auto-aim for the freaking mantlet, but fuck it. It's well worth it, because now he's out of the fight. That's one kill for me. So at this point I'm thinking to myself, okay, great, just took a full health medium tank down to nothing. Let's go hunting, see what else I can fight. You know, because that's one of the things that I really have to admit is fucking incredible about the Patton. You have really good damage per minute numbers, you have a really good gun worth handling, you can fight at range, you can fight up close, you can really use and abuse those hills. You know, because so long as you're only showing your turret, you're fine. Your turret's going to bounce just about everything. I think the funniest thing I've ever bounced was the Death Star. Like, straight up. I've heard a lot of people on YouTube saying, oh, I've bounced a Death Star off this thing. I'm like, yeah, bullshit. I've bounced a Death Star off this thing. And some of you guys in the comments are probably down below are going to probably say, yeah, bullshit. Get one, try it for yourself. Only show your hull against the Death Star, see how far you get. You'd be surprised. Now, here's the thing that I really hated about this particular gameplay. It was the M103 on my team. Because this guy only did one thing. He got 2 kills. But they were both rightfully mine. I mean, I could have easily worked down that T110E3 by myself. Object 268 over there, trying to deal with the IS-7. And he's gone. Well, I'm going to try and go take care of this. I come over here, dunk the shot on the turret. Fuck it, time to close the distance. You know, last tank alive. Fuck it, I'm going to use the heat. Gonna come around over here, gonna splash one into him, and I dunk the shot into the ground. Gonna come around, gonna try again. Hopefully, and the M103 takes him out of the fight. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.